Today's obituaries are brought to you by Moss Service and Hansville Funeral Home. Funeral services for Thomas Ed Sullins, age 81 of Hansville, will be at 2 p.m. tomorrow at Hansville Funeral Home Chapel. The Reverend Scott Arnold officiating, interment in Garden City Cemetery. Mr. Sullins passed away on Tuesday at Hansville Nursing Home. The family will receive friends from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. tonight. Funeral services for Ruby Beatrice Armstrong Clark, age 97 of Hansville, will be at 11 a.m. today at Hansville Funeral Home Chapel. The Reverend Dennis Lott officiating, interment in Mountain Grove Congregational Cemetery. Ms. Clark passed away Monday at Bibb Medical Center in Centerville. Funeral services for Archie Gordon Rayburn, age 86 of Cullman, will be p.m. today at Center Grove Baptist Church. Stanley Kilgore and Braxton Taylor will officiate, with interment in the Center Grove Cemetery. The body will lie in state 1 to 2 p.m. at the church. Cullman Heritage in charge. Mr. Rayburn passed away on Monday at his residence. And those are our obituaries for today, brought to you by Moss Service and Hansville Funeral Home.
Premier Bank presents Today on 2, broadcasting live at channel2coleman.com. And of course, anytime you want to watch us, we are available at that website or on YouTube. Well, we've had so many beautiful mornings, and now we have a rainy one.
Now it is very dreary.
But on the other hand, as Jacqueline has mentioned this week, we need rain.
We do, yes.
And so it's brought a change in the temperatures. Let's start with the weather forecast for today. Our weather brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet on Cherokee Avenue. Here's the weather almanac for the 17th of October. The average high temperature 74, the average low is 51, the record high 89 in 1938. The record low below freezing 28 degrees in 1943. Sunset today at 6:29, sunrise tomorrow morning at 6:35. There's the satellite picture, and it looks like pretty much a rainy day over much of the southeast. I don't know if there's too much storm activity. There's the close-up weather for weather slide, and here's our forecast for today. Again, a 40% chance of rain this morning, otherwise cloudy today, a high of 69. Partly cloudy tonight, maybe a little bit of fog by morning, low around 48. Sunny tomorrow, but still cool, high of 69, more of the same on Saturday and Sunday. Monday warming up into the low 70s. We get back to normal temperatures for the first of next week. So maybe all the rain will dissipate this morning. And other than being a little bit cooler temperatures, good autumn weather.
Yes.
Leaves will be changing and things looking good for fall. Paige has mentioned on the program previously that you are in rehearsals for Shrek.
Yes, Shrek the Musical.
At Wallace. This is, as I understand it, a joint production with Wallace and some of the Coleman High School students.
Actually, it was opened up to the community. The auditions were.
Okay.
So it was actually a whole Coleman community.
Okay.
But yes, some of the Coleman High School students are in it. We also have some homeschoolers. It's going to be a good production. It really is a great kid-friendly production.
Evidently, it's a large cast, isn't it?
It really is. It's one of the largest casts we've had at Wallace since I've been there. So.
And this will be in what, 3 or 4 weeks?
Yes, it'll be
like
November.
That?
I think the 7th through the 10th. 7th through the 11th.
Compared to other productions you have done, easier, harder, or about the same?
A bigger production is always more work. I don't consider it hard work because it's work that I love. So, but yeah, it's always more work to put on a bigger production. Yeah.
So. Are you influenced by the movies?
I guess you always watch the movies and take a little bit from what the actors and that have done. I actually got to see this musical on Broadway when I was 17. I went to New York and saw this on Broadway with the original cast in it. So I think that it was amazing on Broadway, of course, because it was a Disney production, and Disney production values on Broadway are just... They have a lot of money. Disney does, so they can always make great sets, and it was just a good show. It's a great show.
So is there, obviously the movie was animation, so is there quite a bit of difference between the stage production and the movies?
Yes.
You have the same characters, right?
Yeah, same characters, same storyline, but lots more music, and of course, some of the music that was in the movie is also in the show.
Right.
But a lot of it was written just specifically for the show. So.
Okay. Well, we'll be telling you more about that as we get closer to the time in November when they'll be doing the production. Let's check our Facebook friend of the day for today.
Our Facebook friend of the day today is Lori Knight, and she likes Criminal Minds and Adele. So thank you, Lori, for being our Facebook friend. And you will receive a large barbecue sandwich from Mad Dog Mike's Famous Barbecue.
We will continue with more of Today on 2. George Spear has news and commentary right after this.
In the nation, we worry about fire-breathing monsters, and we worry about spinach. At Nationwide Insurance, we take care of the big things like protecting you, so you only have to worry about the little stuff. We put members first, because we don't have shareholders. Join the nation that doesn't sweat it.
Nationwide is on your side.
Fire, accident, storm, they all happen in Coleman County. And for 3 generations, Night Free Insurance has been there for you. Continuing today with Elliott and Westcott Free, customizing your life, home, auto, and business insurance with auto owners. Call Westcott, Elliott, Judy, Tina, Angie, or Karen. Night Free Insurance, where people are the difference.
What is this? Thursday morning. Already windy, rainy a little bit. Maybe not much wind, but some rain out there. Looking at the local news before we get into the other stuff, a man has been charged in the murders of 2 individuals in the Upshaw community in Winston County. We talked about it, I think, either earlier this week or late last week. 37-year-old Shannon Edward Payne of Double Springs been charged with the capital murders and the shooting deaths of Maxine Carroll, an 80-year-old lady, and her nephew Brian Stevens, a 50-year-old man. They were found dead in Carroll's home on County Road 41 in the Upshaw community last week. So making some progress on that. I don't know, everywhere you look you see, well, we averted a shutdown. Well, yeah, but for a month or 2, and is that it? That's about all it's going to amount to. Alabama's Jeff Sessions and Richard Shelby were among the 18 senators who voted no last night against the plan to reopen the government and raise the debt ceiling. There was an 81-18 vote to send the bill back to the House, expected to approve it. So, Sessions goes on to say this. He says, in the last 5 years, Washington spent more than $15 trillion, added more than $6 trillion to the debt. Never has so great a sum been spent for so little in return. And that's the truth, isn't it? Remember when we had Cash for Clunkers program? And all it succeeded in doing, maybe, was getting the junk car out of the front yard in front of your trailer. Maybe all it did was it succeeded in making used car prices higher, which is what happened. Dealers have told me that. And yet, as the House was making a last-hour vote last night to end the government shutdown, in search of that very elusive 15 minutes of fame, the House stenographer took to the podium and started talking and ranting and raving, spoke of God and the Freemasons before had to be physically taken from the building, apparently. The greatest deception here is that this is not one nation under God. It never was, she says. Isn't that amazing how someone waits for such a moment, because knowing so much of attention is going to be focused on that? Well, trouble in River City between Harry Belafonte and the heirs of Martin Luther King Jr. Apparently, back whenever Martin Luther was alive, he and Belafonte were good friends, and New York Times reports that Belafonte's suit against the widow, Coretta Scott King, and one of her aides apparently involves documents that Martin Luther had. The Casualties of the War in Vietnam was a paper he had written and a speech he gave or was going to. There were things inside King's pocket in an envelope that they don't explain what they were, but they were taken from the body. And apparently Harry Belafonte has these, said they were given to him. Now the King's widow says no, they weren't. Man, there's always something going on with that family, isn't there? You know? In Lauderdale County, one more new case of Legionella pneumonia. Another one. They say it's not spread by touching, it's spread by vapors in the air, like fountains and such as that. I don't know. That's one of those things that they're trying to figure out why, these people, all of them got it. And they're looking for the one common denominator, in where they went, what they did, and such as that. Still haven't figured that out. In the world of televangelism, and I don't know if you agree with this or not, but I believe that in the world of televangelism, there are those that talk the talk, and there are those who walk the walk. And the one who walked the walk was Billy Graham. The Swaggarts and all the others, Bakers, made a mockery, it seems like, of Christianity. But Billy Graham has been on the straight and narrow. And his son, what's one thing about his son, Franklin? He's outspoken, isn't he? I like what he has to say. He was talking to CBN News. He says, our government's in trouble. Our country is in trouble, he says. We are in moral decay. We are in economic decay. Our politicians don't know right from wrong. And our politicians come to this city, talking about Washington, and they fight one another, and it's the greed in their hearts, the lust that's in their hearts, and they make all these rules and laws that affect the rest of us. Now there is a very courageous statement, but I suspect a lot of folks would agree with that. And when will, I think probably, and as I was talking to Dennis this morning, with the increase of the media jumping on Obama's bandwagon, ignoring reality, don't worry, you're going to get that check, you're due this, you're due that, that increase in covering up and the reality of people going up, that things aren't great, that something is happening, that this is not right. When will that clash? Will it happen before, during my lifetime? I don't know. But it's not looking good for the home team, and we need to do something about it. Stay tuned. More of Today on 2 after this.
At Premier Bank, we are very proud of the long-lasting relationships we have with our customers. We'll go almost anywhere to meet your banking needs.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Coleman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
Meet the KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop. It might just change the way you cook. Induction technology heats the pan and not the cooking surface to offer you a new level of precision, speed, and energy efficiency. 9 settings give you different levels of heat to achieve precise temperatures and amazing responsiveness. Water boils in just seconds, making this the fastest to boil induction cooktop available. The KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop.
Welcome back to Today on 2. Let's see if we can give away some prizes for today. We have the bag of assorted apples at Steel Orchard, and we have the family barbecue package from Mad Dog Mike's Famous Barbecue in beautiful downtown Berlin. Those are the prizes. Let's look at our merchant ads. We'll ask you a question. And of course, we start with Auto Tech Repair and Service, where they do major engine repairs, brake repair, transmission repair. Just about anything needs to be fixed on your vehicle, foreign or domestic.
The H-Chance Christian Bookstore prices are falling right now. They have all occasion cards and books and sidewalk sales going on. They're in the South Coleman Shopping Center.
Mullins Body Shop, over 50 years of auto body repair and towing. You can count on them each and every day. Mullins Body Shop, 256-734-1353.
And AmeriGas is now Coast Gas. They're a different name, but the same personnel. They have a fall tank special, 24-hour on-call service, 24/7 answering service, competitive pricing.
Brown and Company Beverages, a specialty wine and beer store, has the taste of fall. Seasonal beers for fall like Oktoberfest and Pumpkin, located on Highway 157.
And Jolly Time Rentals, where fun is always in the air. You can call Holly Mullins today to book a licensed inflatable, slides, water slides, obstacle courses. They have all kinds of fun things at Jolly Time Rentals.
Deb's Bookstore is your hometown bookstore just down the road. Browsers always welcome, books always on sale at Deb's Bookstore on 3rd Street Southwest.
In Grand Point Pharmacy, it is American Pharmacist Month. So know your pharmacist and know your medicine at Grand Point Pharmacy. They're on Highway 31 North.
And fitness opportunities galore available at the Coleman Wellness and Aquatic Center. They have all kinds of classes. They have aerobic classes, cycling classes, the Zumba classes at the Wellness and Aquatic Center.
And Baldwin Counseling Center, having problems, need to talk, or want privacy? Well, Dr. Howard Rogers is the person to contact. He offers weight loss, individual and family counseling, and lifestyle coaching.
There we go with some of the merchant ads. Carports and play sets are built by which one of our advertisers? Carports and play sets. That's not all they do, but that's a couple of the things that they make. What's the name of the advertiser? 256-734-7399 is our telephone number. We have the bag of assorted apples from Steel Orchard, and boy, do they have apples right now. This is the peak of the season. And we've got the family pack of barbecue from Mad Dog Mike's Famous Barbecue. We'll take your phone calls right after we watch Money Matters, brought to you by Premier Bank.
Hello, I'm Zach Wood with Premier Bank. Today's Money Matters topic is debit cards. A debit card, also known as a bank card or check card, is a great tool that provides electronic access to your bank account anytime, day or night. Unlike a credit card, payments using a debit card are immediately transferred from your account. Debit cards also allow for instant withdrawal of cash, acting as the ATM card. For more information about debit cards, stop by your local bank today.
Carports and play sets are built by which one of our advertisers? Let's show you that ad and the rest of our merchant ads right now. There we go. Cotton State Barns of Coleman. Carports, play sets, utility trailers, and storage buildings you can buy or rent to own. They're on Highway 278 just west of the interstate.
And the Busy Bee Cafe, that's the home of the original breaded burger. Come and check out their dinner hours on Friday and Saturday from 2 to 9. They have live music and they're at a great location at the Busy Bee Cafe.
Earl's Body Shop, large and small towing available, local or long distance. Located on Highway 31 North, or check out their website, earlsbodyshop.com.
And a new fitness facility in downtown Coleman is called Be Fit. It's only $50 per month. It's month to month with no contracts, and membership includes a certified personal trainer. That's Be Fit.
Tires for less, more than just tires. Of course, they have Bridgestone and Firestone tires, but they do minor engine repair, replace shocks and brakes, do oil changes. See Greg and Mike and the guys at Tires for Less.
At Mr. Hicks Menswear, they're the Reader's Choice Award winner for men's clothing, and they're now offering suits made to your measurements. They have business men's regular sizes and also big and tall sizes at Mr. Hicks.
Borden Family Pharmacy, Coleman's leader in adult immunizations. Shingles, pneumonia, whooping cough vaccine, as well as flu shots. Flu mist for the youngsters, no appointment necessary.
And diamonds for all occasions. That's why you shop at Doug Doggy Jewelers. They're on Compass Way. They have lots of new lines coming in right now.
And the Pumpkin Pie Blizzard is back at Dairy Queen for the month of October. Don't forget the $5 lunch available every day at Dairy Queen.
And Mad Dog Mike's Famous Barbecue, they have the new football tailgating package that's only $50. It'll feed up to 8 people, and it includes all the things you see there. So visit Mad Dog Mike's Famous Barbecue for your tailgating needs.
And those are the merchant ads for today. We don't have any birthdays to tell you about. We'll be doing our drawing tomorrow. Give away our birthday cake from Dairy Queen. More of Today on 2 coming up right after this.
There's stuff around your house, but we don't make stuff. We make ovens, dual fuel, double ovens, and they bake so evenly that now delicious is something you can depend on. We only make things for one room, the best room, your kitchen. We're devoted to it, and you can feel it in everything we make. Nobody knows the kitchen like KitchenAid.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Coleman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
At Premier Bank, we take pride in serving our community. We respect our customers, and we've won awards for our ethical conduct. We're motivated to do all we can for you, and we're interested in your banking needs. We're efficient, safe, and sound, and our relationships with our customers are second to none.
At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
Well, I tell you one of the things that the mules is quite a story within themselves. When Colonel Strait proposed this raid across North Alabama to its superior,
At Premier Bank, we're a bit old-fashioned. We actually answer the telephone when you call. However, old-fashioned doesn't mean we aren't up to date. With the latest technology, Premier Bank meets the various needs of our customers. Mobile smartphone banking, internet banking, ATMs, convenient offices. At Premier Bank, we have the right products right now with good old-fashioned customer service. At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
Life lived in black and white is not a life lived. Today, I choose color. To see it. To feel it. To be in it. To be upon it. And to live a life surrounded by it. Today, I put on a fresh coat.
one of the things that they would enjoy knowing about is the Muse. Now we know that Straits Raid is called Straits Raid, the official name, but another name is often called is the Lightning Mule Brigade. And there's the Mules is quite a story within themselves. When Colonel Strait proposed this raid across North Alabama to his superior officers, and one of them in particular, his James A. Garfield, the chief of staff of William Rosecrans, Garfield took sole responsibility for outfitting the campaign, or the expedition. And he decided that mules would be better to come across North Alabama hill country, that they were more sure-footed and could make, it'd be slower, but it'd be more effective. Well, this proved to be the worst mistake that could have been made. And it could be argued very responsibly that cost the Colonel Strait the campaign, the success on the campaign. And these mules, they were issued in Nashville, Tennessee. They were wild. They turned out, and Colonel Strait says this in his report, that they were wild, unbroken, untamed. A lot of them had horse distemper, and many of them died actually before the campaign even started. And Sergeant Bridenthal of the 3rd Ohio mentions in his diary that at Nashville, when they loaded onto the boats to begin their trip up the Cumberland River, that they got on boats with the mules and said the odor was terrible. Oh, it stunk. He said it was just terrible. He said, but we were so exhausted that we had to get some sleep. So we just laid down beside our long-eared friends, and we all had a good sleep together. But they sailed down the Cumberland and got to Palmyra, Tennessee, and many of the troops disembarked there and was going to march overland to Fort Henry on the Tennessee River, about 50 miles. And one reason for doing this, they were going to try to break the mules and get them ready for the campaign. Colonel Alfred Wade of the 73rd Indiana said that was the most ludicrous sight and hilarious sight he'd ever seen of these men trying to break these mules at Palmyra. Said it was terrible, and said first place you had infantrymen trying to be cavalrymen, and he said the mules did not want to be broke, and said from the get-go the relationship was very strained. There's no love lost between the riders and their mules. And the mules, Colonel Wade talks about the mules that he'd line them up in the line of battle to charge. Some of the mules wouldn't come up to the line of battle, they stayed back here. Others went way ahead, couldn't get them to stop. Said when he'd order charge, the mules would stay there, none of them would charge. Many of them wouldn't. The ones that did would charge and run for a while and then just stop and then throw the rider over their head. And he said the riders was even falling on their heads over the mules, or it looked like they were trying to be kicked to death by the mules. And it was just a terrible relationship from beginning to end. And then to make matters worse, when they finally put them back on the boats at Fort Henry, went on up the Tennessee River and disembarked again at Eastport, Mississippi. And that's where they would begin their campaign across the state. Well, at East.
At Premier Bank, we're a bit old-fashioned. We actually answer the telephone when you call. However, old-fashioned doesn't mean we aren't up to date. With the latest technology, Premier Bank meets the various needs of our customers. Mobile smartphone banking, internet banking, ATMs, convenient offices. At Premier Bank, we have the right products right now with good old-fashioned customer service. At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
Life lived in black and white is not a life lived. Today, I choose color. To see it. To feel it. To be in it. To be upon it. And to live a life surrounded by it. Today, I put on a fresh coat.
Our community billboards are brought to you by Pepsi and Coleman Jefferson Gas. And the Pilot Club Rummage Sale will be going on Friday, October 18th and Saturday, October 19th at the Coleman Fairgrounds. And the second annual Agile Breast Cancer Awareness Day will be October the 19th at 12 p.m. at Sportsman's Lake Park. There's going to be a live band, silent auction, door prizes, and concessions will be available. And Halloween fun at Steel Orchard every Friday and Saturday in October. They have scary mazes, a haunted building, great food. It's from dark until 10. All events are indoors, so come rain or shine. And the Veterans Day celebration. Join in honoring all who have served. This will be Saturday, November the 9th at Sportsman's Lake Park, so go out and visit that celebration. And our community billboards are brought to you by Pepsi and Coleman Jefferson Gas. If you have a billboard that you would like to email to us, please send it to channel2coleman@gmail.com. Fax it to 734-7680 or be a friend on Facebook, Channel 2 Coleman.
The weather forecast brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet. Make the switch to Mitch. Forecast for today, rain ending this morning. We still have a 40% chance of rain, otherwise cloudy today, a high of 69. Partly cloudy tonight, maybe a little bit of fog by morning with a low around 48. Sunshine returns tomorrow with a high of 69. And that's our program for today. Thank you for watching Today on 2.
Hope you have a great day.